All right, so now that we have done adding and subtracting using counters, using number lines, I'm going to show you a little trick with subtraction that's going to make it a little bit easier for you to do it in your head. This actually isn't part of the textbook, but I find that it really helps some of you to solve some of these problems. So the rule here for subtraction that you can use is to add the opposite. So this is the important rule to remember, and I'll explain to you here what it means. So when you're adding the opposite, what you need to do is first change the subtraction to addition. Which is good because I think most of you will agree that adding integers is actually a lot easier than subtracting integers. And then the second thing you need to do is to change the sign of the integer behind. So let's look at some examples so you guys really understand what I'm saying here. Example 1, let's do -5 minus +2. So if you have this as a problem, what you can do is change this subtraction to addition. So we are going to now have -5 plus, and then change the sign of the integer behind that subtraction sign. So that positive is going to become a negative. The whole number stays the same. So now we have -5 plus -2. So think of having -5 counters. You add in another -2, you're going to end up with -7. Let's do a few more here because this is so much fun, right? Okay, so we have +7 minus +2. So instead of subtracting, we'll have +7, change that subtraction to addition, change the sign of the number behind so that positive, that positive is going to become a negative and the whole number stays the same. So we have +7, we're adding in -2, those would cancel 2 of the positives out, and we have +5. And 2 more examples that we'll do here. +5 minus, -4. Sorry, you don't need that in there. So the first number stays the same. Change the subtraction to addition. Change this negative to a positive. So +5 plus +4, well, that's just like adding 5 plus 4. That gives us +9. And last one, -3 minus -1. -3 is going to stay the same. Change the subtraction to addition, change the sign. That negative is going to become a positive. The 1 stays the same. So we have -3 plus +1, and that's going to give us -2, because that number would be then getting larger. And of course, -2 is larger, has more value than -3. Okay, so hopefully you can use this little trick and it can make some of your work a little bit easier. Unless the questions ask you on your test or in your textbook work, unless the question specifically asks you to model it or to draw it or to do it on a number line, you guys can just use this for your subtraction. You can just write it out, change the subtraction to addition, and then hopefully to be able to do it in your head. All right, have fun with this math. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.